Welcome to the Real Agents of Change podcast series, where we love to support those real, like the real ones, the real agents of change, the change agents that are doing things in the world that truly make a difference. And Susanne is one of those. She is in the Boston, Massachusetts area, some old stomping ground of mine, and just love to introduce her to our tribe. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Susanne.
Well, hi, Cammie. It's so much fun to be here and to also be able to express my feeling about real agents of change and the certified charitable real estate specialist certification. You know, I've been in real estate in the Boston area for many, many years, and I've taken so many educational courses and got so many designations. But the most exciting, after 45 years in the business, I found out about the Charitable Real Estate Specialist designation. And I thought, that sounds very interesting. Now that I'm thinking more of legacy after my 75th birthday, I said, boy, this could be a win-win. So I got the designation and have never been so excited about having it and being able to explore and communicate with different charities, 501c3s, and to begin to educate the world that this is available and that we have a company, a certified real estate
specialized nonprofit.
That's it. We have a specialized nonprofit. Sorry. And that they don't have to worry about, the charities don't have to worry about taking on real estate and the risk and the responsibility that the real agents of change have brought in this third party that we work with. And it's pretty exciting. So I'm so excited that I actually decided to educate my company, eXp Realty, on the cloud. And there are now about 84,000 realtors, and they have the opportunity to hear me once a month talk about the opportunity that they would have if they got this designation. And now it's a designation that gives credits towards your license in some states. So that's pretty exciting. And, yeah, it's when I walk down the street, I'm amongst this group that goes into the homeless shelters in Boston. And it's called Music with Heart. And as I was getting out of my car and walking down the street to go inside the shelter, there was about 100 people just living on the street. And they can't go into the shelter if they're on drugs or intoxicated. But they just sit outside there as their little meeting place to share drugs or to help each other. And I saw this one girl sitting with her legs crossed. She had jeans on and just a cloth around her top. And it was a freezing cold morning. And I couldn't stop worrying about her. She had beautiful blonde hair. It was pretty dirty though. And she had her arm up and saying to somebody, please, please give it to me. And I just couldn't take her. I named her in my mind, Tiffany, and I prayed for Tiffany. And as I got this designation, I'm thinking, how can I help Tiffany? How can I help people like that? How can we get them off the street? And then I thought of Tenacity. Well, Tenacity is a 501c3 that takes young children that have a tough upbringing, which probably most of those people on the street had. And they take them at a very young age and teach them tennis help them with their education and take them right through to college. And just hundreds and hundreds of kids have been saved, you might say, from this terrible position. So Tenacity is one of my groups. The Music with Heart is now expanding to help, and they're working with the FBI to help the women trafficking and to help them have a new beginning, get them away from the situation, get them in a home, get them clothes and a place to live. So these are the kinds of things that, you know, in thinking of Tiffany, I'm feeling real good that doing these positive things may help her someday.
You know, when you and I first spoke last year, I remember the day I was driving, I was visiting New Hampshire, and my daughter, I was actually driving in Maine. So I'll always remember it was in December, and I had like a 5-hour drive, and you and I just chatted one day for an hour. And, you know, it really meant a lot to me, because when I learned about this 3 years ago myself, I was a realtor in New Hampshire for many years. I did car shows and golf tournaments and bake sales and galas and raffle tickets and all the things that you do and so many do. And when I saw this, I knew it. I knew there was other people like me, like you, that would say, huh, that's interesting. How does that work? Our industry of real estate can actually fund nonprofits by the billions, really. So, you know, I could feel you think of Tiffany, and I think of you. I think of people like you that are wanting to do so much more. But if we're giving 10% of our commission, or we're volunteering a few hours on the weekend, there's only so many places we can go and so many we can help. But with this, we can help any and all nonprofits get funded through real estate. Who are some others that you'd like to reach out to?
Veteran shelter. We had the opportunity many times of going in there with Music with Heart, and I saw this gentleman kind of peeking into the room. We bring in music, we set up mics, and our goal is to get the people in the shelter up to sing, and we back them up and they become stars for the night. So this gentleman I was trying to encourage to come in, he had a suit on that was, you know, big for him, but he was dressed nicely. And I finally got him in and got him up to sing. Well, he blew us away. He sang God Bless America, and everyone was crying in the room. And I'm saying to myself, why is he in a shelter? I mean, he should be a superstar. It's amazing. And at the very end of our time in the shelter, we gather around, or at least we did before COVID, and hold hands with the homeless. We put a mic in the middle of the circle, and we give an opportunity for anybody to get up at the mic, go up to the mic and just say something from your heart, anything. Well, he took the mic and he told us that he just wanted to thank us for being there, for giving him an opportunity to sing, which reminded him of how good he was. He said that a woman picked him up off the street just 2 weeks before. He was gone, and she picked him up, brought him into this shelter. They cleaned him up and detoxed him. And he told us that the last time he sang that song was in front of 500 troops. And we were just blown away. And I have named him John. And I pray for him and hope that he is doing well today. And, you know, it reminded me of the veterans that need our help.
You know, it's these stories that make what we're doing just so necessary, so worthwhile. Our mission is to fund those missions for the people who are out in the street actually doing the hard work. You know, the funding really, all we have to do is educate people. All we have to do is tell them, just tell them that this is an option.
There's an option for an easy way. I have a very dear friend and client who is a PhD and has a research in Brigham Hospital. And she is running this. And each year she has to do all the work to get funded again. And so she put me in touch when she heard about it. She put me in touch with the head of that department, and they take real estate. But she said that it takes so long, the process takes so long that the donors get frustrated, and they, because sometimes they need to move this property for their taxes or for any of those reasons. They want it to be done. That's one of the reasons that they chose to do this, is for convenience. And so, to reach out to her and let her know that there is a quick way, a fast way, and we can move a lot more property for this type of research and other research that Mass General or the Brigham are working on.
Well, I am thrilled to be introducing you to the Boston Community Foundation. There are community foundations all over this country that need to meet realtors like you in their communities, because they're serving hundreds, if not thousands, of local nonprofits. And to your point, they just need to know it can be easy and risk-free. So, Susanne, to bring our little interview to a close, I always like to ask, tell us something about you that has nothing to do with what you do for work or where you're from. Something we wouldn't know about you.
I did a commercial for Jell-O with my family back in 1972. It was supposed to be a family that was from a beach area, Rockport. Didn't work out, so they brought our family in, and it was really, really fun. And what else?
Was your whole family, like all your sisters and stuff?
No, not mine. It was my family, my 3 little kids, and my husband. And it's called Wiggles and Jiggles. And my little one said at the end, "It makes me giggle." But that was really fun. And I also lived in South America when I was 16 years old for 6 months, and with a family there. And that was extremely exciting. And I've been back once before, and I want to go back again. And I love tennis. I have a beach home and a Florida home. And I'm married to a wonderful man and have 4 grandchildren that I love dearly.
That's what makes you a rock star. All that heart, all those people that you love and care about in so many different directions and ways. We're just so honored to have you as part of the Rockstar Nation. And there you have it, my friends. If you have a nonprofit, you love a nonprofit, you are a donor, you have real estate anywhere in the country, you can reach out to either one of us. And specifically, if you're in New England, you got one of the best realtors in the area for the last 30 years right here.
47 years.
47. God, that's amazing. And by the way, 75? Stop it. You're like my sister. All right, friends, we're going to put all of Susanne's contact information in the show notes, and put her landing page with some other videos that you may want to watch. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Real Agents of Change. Thanks, Susanne.
Thank you, Cammie. Bye now.